Podketeers.
All I want for Christmas is you.
I don't want enough for Christmas. It's just one thing I need.
Yet?
I don't.
Oh, that's right. We got the pumpkin, Mickey Pumpkin. So, you know, we're celebrating Halloween. This is Halloween.
This is Christmas Ween. Christmas Ween. Christmas Ween. I have fake teeth in, by the way.
Oh, can I? Those are fake teeth? I thought you were just... Oh, okay. Well, good to know.
Thank you very much. You didn't notice that these were fake teeth.
You didn't want in your cup?
I don't know what it is, Heyzen, but I can't talk anyway, but like Mater almost in these teeth, man. I tell you what, boy.
It just takes over.
It's just a thing. And the little things that hold them into my teeth fell out, so they keep clicking and falling out of my mouth. It's real great. These are my prosthefish.
Oh.
That name's come from Billy Hill and the Hillbillies. He had a prosthefish, and then I had a prosthefish, and so that's what I got me one of them.
Nice.
Okay, I need to ask, because I've never seen you do this, but I need to ask. Have you ever drooled in them?
I don't think so, because they're like up on my teeth. Maybe if they're in my bottom teeth, but the top ones, because the drool, I'd imagine it kind of stays in the back of the teeth, my mouth.
I drool in my teeth now.
These only kind of cover my front couple, front third of my mouth.
Can you sing "Let's Go Driving"?
Let's go driving. Start your drive now. Just go driving. Tractors, show 'em how. They keep going out.
It's like my favorite song from that attraction.
Great visual.
I like
I'm no stranger to fame.
Everyone here knows my name.
I'm just a truck full of stories.
I like when Mater goes, hola, adodo, para si seguridad, permanentes concentrados y mantengo sus manos, brazos, pies y piernas dentro de sus carritos. Échenle ojo en sus pequeños. I think it's so... Okay, I can't do it anymore.
I hope you understand. Listen, I don't know if anybody else did this with their vehicles, but there was this trend going on about a month or two ago where people found out they can trigger specific things when connecting their phones to Bluetooth to their cars. So they were taking the monorail, and they were using it so that when they turned on their car, that's the sound that they heard or something, right? And this isn't new. People have done this for a long time. I decided I needed a little bit of magic, and one day I was like, you know what, screw it, I'm just gonna do it. And so I did the monorail or the tram spiel in my car. And I hope you know that I'm about to clip yours when I edit this episode, and I'm going to make you, as Mater, the new safety spiel in my car when people get in.
I can do a clean. I can do a clean recording. We can, if I do a clean recording, we can make that available on the Patreon for anybody that wants me doing bad Mater Spanish.
I like it.
So I'll do it. I'll do both. I'll do English and Spanish Mater.
I like it. It's gonna be good. All right. So it's not time to defrost Mariah Carey yet, right?
We're on the precipice.
Okay. Did you know? I found out a fun fact about Mariah Carey.
She's a vampire.
She's a vampire. You jumped the gun on this one. You beat me to the punchline.
Blah blah blah.
She doesn't say blah blah blah. She says. No, she apparently this was in her memoir from years ago, but when she was recording the Daydream album, which has one of my favorite songs, it's a remix by a fantasy that she did with ODB. But when she was recording that, like, she was going through some turmoil in her personal life with her husband at the time and stuff like that. And so she needed an outlet to get all of that out. And she didn't want to be doing like pop music. She wanted to venture out and do other stuff. So she wrote, produced, and like recorded tracks of a grunge album.
Oh, yeah.
What?
So there is a grunge album, okay, with Mariah Carey. Now, what ended up happening was, at the time, I think her label was Arista, which was a Sony like subsidiary, if I remember correctly, or Elektra, I think. Regardless, the label that she was on, I believe, was managed by her husband at the time. And he's like, yeah, you're not going to do this. This is going to ruin your image. She's like, well, what if I do it under like a pseudonym or something? Like, you know, I'll change my name. We'll like rebrand it so people don't know it's me, because it doesn't sound like her, right?
Right.
And he was like, nah, it's going to ruin your image. You know, you're a pop star. We're not going to do this. And so what they ended up doing, like, they did like the songs enough to have another artist come in, sing them all, record the album, and it was released under the album called Someone's Ugly Daughter, and the band is named Chick. And in the album, a lot of the backtracking, like the singing in the background, is still Mariah Carey.
Oh, okay.
Because she had recorded all that stuff, so they still use her backing tracks on a lot of the songs. And so now she's at a point in her career where she's like, all right, I'm good with life. I don't have to answer to any of those people.
I got all the money I could want.
Right.
I found recordings of the original album, and now she's working on releasing this grunge album again with her original recordings. And I was like, yo, this is like, they demoed one of the songs. I remember hearing one of the actual songs that was re-recorded. They're not bad. You know, I'd like to hear them with Mariah singing, but this gives me a whole new like level of respect for Mariah Carey, as far as like, because she's really accomplished, you know, like we make fun of the whole like Christmas thing and everything, but the fact that they overplay All I Want for Christmas, you know, like you listen to it like every 4 minutes and the song is like 3 minutes and 50 seconds.
But to know that she has a love for grunge to want to do that, oh my gosh, like
maybe that should be her next career move, is just do like a album of different styles. We can have grunge, we can have metal, we can have I don't know,
look,
new wave,
a show that's grunge looking, like
polka.
Yeah,
I would go. Like, that's cool.
There was the little bit that I heard. I didn't hear like an entire song. I just heard more of a clip, but it sounds very Courtney Love. Like when Courtney Love, like when she had her band Hole. Yeah, that was kind of the vibe I got from it. Like, I'm sure that was an inspiration for Mariah at the time. But yeah, I'm looking forward to this album. There was not like something that was on my bingo card this week, but I was like, wait, what? What does Mariah have?
Bingo card on this year. Like, wow.
Right?
Wow,
so I thought that was pretty fun. You want to know what was not fun for me? Y'all know that I love playing Disney Dreamlight Valley. Yeah. And I was pretty excited because the latest update was not only going to take you back to the Beast Castle in order to bring Lumiere and Cogsworth into the valley, they were also introducing a bunch of Halloween stuff as part of a new like Halloween Star Path. And they added the town hall, the city hall with the clock from Halloween Town. They added the trees with all the different holidays that you can purchase.
The door, like with the doors.
With all the doors, yeah. Like you have the Halloween one because it's part of the Jack quest, so it's like his house, right? But they added the other tree so that if you decorate, like you have like the other holiday trees as well. There's multiple items that are very Nightmare Before Christmas. They brought back the Zero companion with the Zero house if you don't have that, so you could buy that. So they had a lot of really cool stuff, but it's also super expensive. They have a new Halloween castle so that the dream castle gets like a Halloween overlay, but 3,500 moonstones is craziness for something that you're not going to use like all the time. But so the sad thing that happened is apparently there was this weird bug where when you were launching your game, you were presented with an option if you wanted to keep your local game or restore your cloud save. And, you know, I'm in the habit of just hitting the A button as I'm going through, because you get to the home screen, you hit continue, it launches your game, and then boom, you're good to go. I hit the A button just as it came up, and it restored an old game for me, so I lost all the progress in this last retro star path that they did with all the flow, like the one that just happened basically with the inside out stuff, like all the memories and everything, like all the stuff that you collect for like the little star side thing for inside out. I lost all of that progress. It was basically like 3 months worth of progress that I lost on the game because my cloud save was so out of date. And I was kind of upset. I let it go, and I thought, all right, well, I guess I lost this stuff. You know, maybe I'll get a chance like next year. And then my son says, you know, you should just email Gameloft, you know, see if they have like a save available. Like it's got to be on their servers. And I'm like, well, it says that it overwrote my game with the cloud save. So I'm like, if that's the one that they had, basically I'm playing the one that they had. And he's like, I don't know, I think you should at least try. I was like, you know what? I always teach them to try, so I decided to try. Sent them an email. Took them about a day, because they're in France. They took about a day to get back to me. And they said, yeah, you know, we're really sorry that this happened to you. We did find a save. You know, would you like us to restore this save for you? And I just wanted to confirm, like, from the last time that I had recorded my gameplay, I said, you know, I had this many moonstones, I had this many star coins, you know, I had all the inside out achievements and all the accomplishments for the star path and then the additional duties and everything. And they confirmed, yeah, it looks like that's what we have on file for you. Would you like us to restore it? And I said, yes. So they sent the file. Next time I loaded the game, it was all there.
Nice.
And then the same afternoon, because this was early in the morning before I started working, I had gotten their email, so I decided to try it out and restore it. Turns out it wasn't just me. It was this like widespread issue where people on specific consoles were like having this issue for this like 1 or 2 days because of this weird cloud save bug that was happening. So I guess there was some hot fix or something implemented. I don't know what they did on their end to fix it, but if you didn't play on those days, you would have never even seen the issue. But if you happened to be playing and you weren't paying attention when you launched the game, you would have run into this like, you know, restore point thing. So shout out to the folks over at Gameloft for restoring my game. Big shout out to my son for, you know, recommending that I even email them. And because I was a little distraught. I was like, that was like 3 months of progress, and that's a lot of hours of grinding in the game to get through stuff. So, you know, I gave it a day. I calmed down. That's when I emailed them. But yeah, huge shout out to my son for, you know, recommending that I email them, because they did it. They were able
to you, because you taught him that.
Yeah, well, I mean,
full circle moment.
Yeah, I mean, I'm happy that, you know, they actually listen sometimes. So, speaking of shout outs, quick shout out to Fairy Fry Studio, who liked your version of the Maleficent Labubu. They reposted it on Instagram, along with I didn't know what it was called at the time, but they, in their caption, they called it the Buleficent.
Oh, nice.
So Labubu Buleficent. But you know, to go along with it, like, this is nowhere near the quality of Buleficent. But remember, I told you I had all those pieces?
Uh-huh.
Let me introduce you to McBoo Boo.
cute. McBoo.
So I decided to
Honestly,
paint
that
him.
sounds like McDonald's.
I mean, look at the colors. It's like French
yes.
fries, right? So, yeah, I decided to paint them. It's not great, you know. It's just a quick paint
good.
job, but if you look at it closer, I'm just gonna pull them away so you can't see all the defects. That way, you know, it looks better from afar. Yeah, I decided to finally put it all together. All the pieces were sitting there for months, and I was inspired by the Bouleficent and figured, you know what? Why not? So
Yeah.
I'm gonna put them right up here.
How fun.
now.
Mick Boo Boo.
Yeah, mixed boo boo. And then I found another print that I'm going to be working on. This one I'm a little excited about. I showed this to both of you. I hope I didn't stop recording. Great. I hit my keyboard. I got scared for a second. I showed this to both of you via our text chain, but I thought this was super cool. I showed it to a couple of people, and depending on whether you're primarily a Disney fan or primarily a wrestling fan, your mind went one of two ways. As a matter of fact, even Andrew, who's more Disney inclined, was like, is this the Hatbox Ghost or is this your wrestling guy?
I was just like
He was
assumed
referring to
because it was
Uncle Howdy.
Hazen. I was like, it's probably Wrestle Guy.
But here's the thing, it kind of can go either way, right?
You-
Yeah.
No rules here.
Yeah, I forgot. Let me see if I can quickly find who created this, because I want to make sure that I give them credit, because this is a great model. I found this over on Maker World, where I find a lot of the models that I get to test and print out. Sorry, I should have been more prepared for this. This is by a creator, Rainers_workshop. They provided this model of a tiki-style Hatbox Ghost head.
That's really cool.
And I absolutely love this. This is about as big as I can print it, because this maxes out my print bed. It has a little hook on the back. It has some supports, so I have to dig that out. But it's got a little hole that you can dig out so that you can hang it up on the wall. This, I think, is going to be a fun challenge because I've never made anything that looks like wood before. And you would think that it's easy, just, paint it a couple of colors. I got a few, browns and stuff that I can use. I got different shades. I got some reds and, other stuff that I can try to create the wood grain. And then I thought, I don't want to mess it up. So maybe I'll just leave it like this. But I really want to test myself. A lot of the reason I print a lot of this stuff is just to learn new techniques and, have some cool stuff to put on display for myself. If it turns out well enough, I'll tell you the truth. A lot of this stuff I end up giving away because I don't have the space. And
It kind of looks like a Halloween, like a door knocker. Like the
little bit.
beard would lift up and you go knock, knock, knock.
A little bit, yeah. So
It kind of
I don't
also
know.
reminds me of like the talisman from Princess and the
Silly.
Frog, or like that kind
Yeah.
of like.
I
It's
should wear
really
the Howdy
cool.
mask next time. Anyway, I don't know what I'm gonna do with it when I'm done. To be honest, I'll probably hang it on the wall for a little bit, enjoy it, and then I'll end up giving it away. Oh, maybe I could give it away as part of one of the donations for Walk for Hope. We're still
Hey.
raising money.
Why
We
not?
have, you know what? This is a good time to just jump into that. So I'll go back to this in a moment. But if you've been with us for a while, you know that our official charity team, Team Boat Willie, tries to participate in as many fundraising events as we can. We are participating in Walk for Hope, which is in about a month now. It's going to be held in multiple locations. I think in Chicago and Atlanta it's happening this weekend, and then a month from now it's happening in LA, OC, and Phoenix. So multiple locations. We're raising money to fight cancer, to find cures and treatments for cancer, because we hate cancer. Cancer sucks. These last few years, unfortunately, personally, I've known way too many people that we've lost to cancer, people that have battled cancer and thankfully have made it through on the other side. And it's this type of fundraising and research and cures and all that help, with that. So I created a bunch of these. This was also a model I found on Maker World. This is by a talented artist. His name is Sean. They go by the Render Layer over on Maker World. I reached out and asked if I could print some of these and provide them as thank you gifts for people that donated. I created about 8 of these. It was just over half a dozen of them. Each of you got one. And then I had some to give away to our donors. I'm down to 4 now because people have claimed them, and I'm either going to, mail it to them or meet up with them soon to give it to them. These are kind of planters. At least that's how they were designed to be planters. I don't have a printer that will allow me to print in material that is 100% heat resistant, so I would not recommend that you leave these out in the sun. This is definitely an indoor thing. I have mine with one of these plants that I just got at like Walmart.
Yeah.
It's like a fake little plant, but it just it looks like a cool little planter. So it looks like Sideshow Bob actually, but it is what it is. But yeah, I have about 4 of these left. We were asking for a minimum donation of $60 in order for you to get one of these. If you do make a donation, just send us a DM. You can either do it on Instagram, you can send it on Discord, you can send me a message. But yeah, we got 4 of these left. If you're interested in one of those, I'll see what this looks like at the end, and if it looks decent enough, I'll reach out to the creator and see if they're okay with me using this one or making a couple more as like thank you gifts if people want something like this instead. But as of right now, don't quote me on that one because I don't know how they're going to feel about it, and 2, I don't even know what it's going to look like when I'm done with it. So
that's the magic of art.
Yeah. I get to experiment a lot, and it's fun. This is how I pass a lot of my time and how I get my Disney fix right now. So, cool. So we got that going on. Let's see. I wanted to go back. You know what? Since we're talking about creators, let's jump to this. We got the news this week that we're getting a second Simpsons movie. It's going to be coming out, what is it, June or July of 2027, I believe? Do you remember what the date? Summer. All it says is summer, right? It's one of those months. That's summer-ish. That's summer adjacent, I would say. So yeah, that's pretty exciting that we're getting another Simpsons movie. The Simpsons is in what, like season 43 right now? 44, something like that?
It says expected release July 23rd, 2027.
All right.
Hey, summer.
We did it. Yeah, we both got it right. Yeah. Yeah.
Season, how many Simpsons?
A lot.
Seasons.
I want to say it's like 44.
37.
Oh, wow. I'm giving
They're
them
renewed
way more.
through season 40.
And when does season 40 launch? 2027?
Well, if they've aired the 2020,
if they're in 37 now,
they have 3 more seasons after that. So then it would be the year after, it'd be 2028.
Oh, I was okay. I didn't know that. I was going to speculate that the second Simpsons movie was basically the series finale.
Well, I also don't know when their air dates, like if 37 is almost complete and then 38 will start this year as well, then it's possible.
I mean, I don't know, have you ever been a big Simpsons fan? Like, were you ever, like, every week had to watch it? And if so, like, where do you think you dropped off around, like, what season?
I want to say 20. Life got busy, and I was at Disneyland a lot, so...
Yeah.
There you go.
That sounds about where I dropped off, like, in the early 20s.
Yeah.
Yeah. I didn't watch Simpsons as it aired. I'd catch it every once in a while. I was very aware of who the Simpsons were and all the characters and stuff. Like I think they are probably one of the most like things people know even if they haven't seen it. Like just through advertising and osmosis and other parroting of The Simpsons. Like, you know, I knew Bart Simpson from a Butterfinger BB's commercials. Like, that's like how I knew Bart. Like, I knew he was from The Simpsons, but that's like my main thing from like knowing The Simpsons. And then when the movie came out, I remember seeing the movie, and I'd seen episodes of The Simpsons before, but nothing on the regular. I did during COVID, the pandemic. I just started watching it. I should watch The Simpsons. And let's see, I have my Disney Plus open. I wonder how far I got.
Season 2.
I got to season 15, episode 22.
Okay.
And I was watching these like as I was going to sleep and stuff, so I've missed probably half of them. But I have seen a good chunk of The Simpsons and I probably get a lot of the references and stuff more now than prior.
Okay.
I was going to say that they did such a good job. Like, if you were watching it growing up, like when they first aired, I mean, how they had us on the edge of our seats for certain things, especially when Who Shot Mr. Burns?
Oh, my
and how there was bets and no one knew anything. Things like that. And I mean, they were geniuses behind the scenes. It was just it was a different time for sure.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Well, those that grew up in the 90s will remember that when Simpson Mania hit, like, they were everywhere, right? Like, you remember the Butterfinger commercials and stuff like that, but man, the wardrobe was like so many people
Bart
were
on
copying.
everything.
Yeah, there was like the Cowabunga shirts and the I Carumba shirts like everywhere.
El
like,
Barto,
him with his skateboard and
him as Calvin peeing on stuff.
Oh, that was a big one too. But I mean, those were everywhere, right?
Yeah.
It was either Bart or Homer. Mainly Bart was all over the place. And then I think it was in conjunction with the first movie. I remember they converted some 7-Elevens into Quickie Marts.
Yeah.
And so we went to one of the 7-Elevens where that happened, and we were able to take pictures. They had like the El Barto like tagged on the wall outside, and they had like cutouts of like Chief Wiggum and a bunch of other characters like throughout the store. They had the Squishies instead of the Slurpees, so they converted the machines, and you were able to get the cup. I think I saved one of them. I don't know where I have it, but I think I saved one of the cups. And then they had like the Krusty-O cereal available for purchase. That one I know where I have saved, but we bought a box. I've like never opened it. Like, I left it sealed, so that was a cool collectible as well. But yeah, honestly, I thought The Simpsons was going to end after the first movie. Like, to me, that was like, oh, like, we're getting a movie that must be kind of the end of the series. And then it kept going.
Yeah.
And way longer than I was expecting. And now we're approaching 40 seasons of The Simpsons. But I do believe that we're kind of reaching the end of the series. Not because I want it to be over, more because I feel like a lot of the characters have passed away. Like, a lot of the voice actors have passed away for a lot of the characters. They've addressed it on the show, and on the show, a lot of those characters are no longer like a part of the show as well. But I feel like a lot of the characters are also like, they don't sound like they used to because their voices have aged as well. And they do sound a little bit different. Some of them have made comments about how, if I remember correctly, how it is tiring to do it. And so, you know, as they get older, it is a little bit harder to do the voices. I can't speak to that, obviously, because I'm not a voiceover artist, but I hear Nancy Cartwright do voices. As a matter of fact, she did a video with Weird Al like this last week, where she was talking about how Sabrina Carpenter is her niece, and she's like, as an homage to my niece, I'm gonna maybe this is an old video and I just saw it, but she's like, I'm going to sing Espresso as Ralph Wiggum. And she asked Weird Al, would you mind, like, do you have your accordion there? Can you, like, play this? And he's like, yeah, sure, I'll grab it. And he starts, like, playing Espresso on the accordion. So she sings as Ralph. And then she sings, I think, as Nelson. And then it's Bart. And then, like, she just cycles through her characters singing Espresso. It was one of the funniest things I've seen in a bit. But if I had a link, I'd show it. But search for it.
It looks like it was on her podcast, Simpsons Declassified, with Nancy Cartwright. I'm not 100% sure when that aired, but possibly 8 days ago, so it could be very new.
Oh, okay, cool. So I'm on it then. Yay!
She who voices Lisa, and she does. I think she's really active. She's really active on social media. I see her on Threads all the time, and she does like either she'll do like little song snippets or she'll read things as Lisa, and it's fun. And of course, there's Hank.
Yeah, I saw one of her clips recently as well. I forgot what she was reading, but she's like, "Yeah, I'm just gonna read this as Lisa Simpson," and she was like, "My God, that's so cool." You know, I do like that. This new era of artists being able to go out and show off what they do is totally different than when I was growing up. Because I remember when I was a kid, I guess you could research it, but you didn't always know the face behind the characters, right? Like that wasn't readily available. Like it was always a mystery. And then like I think there was some breakthroughs when Disney started doing like conventions or specials and stuff like that, and they would talk about like, you know, the voice of Ariel, you know, and they like bring her out and stuff like that. So there was certainly a transition period where it became like more known and more available for you to know who were voicing these characters. But now with social media, it's cool that a lot of these artists can go out, do stuff like this, do something fun, have some fun with these characters that they voiced for so long, and the studios just like they're cool with it, you know, as long as I guess if you're not saying anything offensive or you're not saying anything, you know, that's gonna, you know, give a bad name to the character or the show or the studio or whatever, you know, I guess they're okay with it. But it's fun when you get a chance to see it. Like I saw Hank Azaria do Espresso as well.
I think we talked about it on the podcast.
Oh yeah, we may have. Yeah, he did it as like Mo and Chief Wiggum, and it was just hilarious. So anyway, I thought that was pretty fun. Anyway, so we're talking about these creators, and with the Simpsons movie coming out, this was a pretty fun video. I don't know how to pronounce their name. I'm gonna need some help. Andrew, how do you pronounce their name?
Oh, La Fond. Hold on, I have to look it up because I forgot what they were called already. I can read it and it's okay. La Fond Plafond. La Fond Plafond. Le Flip de Flip.
Je te caplure.
Je me pique pipe.
Je te plie bleu.
Le Flip Flip.
That sounds exactly the same to me.
It looks like Le Faux Plafond. It says it means the fake ceiling.
Je te flip flee. Got it.
Yes.
All right. So I don't show the audio, or I don't play the audio for these because I'm afraid of getting the copyright strike.
And we're back, and it's time for the Quizneyland quiz. Bum-ba-dum, bum-ba-dum, bum-ba-dum-ba.
Here at the Quizneyland quiz,
I'll be asking you 3 trivia questions of increasing difficulty.
you know, there's like good timing for stuff, and there's bad timing for stuff. And right as I was sharing the video for the thing we were talking about,
The floop-de-fleep.
the flippity-floop,
Yep.
je te flip-flip, my computer shut down. And And I thought, oh, did I just lose power? This is weird. But all the other lights were still on, so it wasn't that. I then thought, oh, maybe the electrical outlet that the computer's plugged into, maybe that went bad, or maybe the surge protector that I have went bad or something, and it cut power to it or something. No. Windows decided to do a Windows update right in the middle of our recording.
Boo.
As I was trying to figure out what was happening, the computer came back on and it said, updates are now underway, and it started to give me the little percentage and the little circle. I'm a little confused because my updates were 100% turned off for 5 weeks because there was this weird issue recently with Windows where the last update was killing hard drives, and so I uninstalled it, and yeah, it was really bad. And apparently Windows doesn't care.
Nope.
Because here we are. So yeah, let's get back to the show, I guess.
What are we talking about? Floop to fleep.
We're talking about floop-diddy floop-de-floop. Flippity flip.
So there's this French band
Off the foof.
that you're going to share a video of, right? Is, I think, where we left it off.
I was trying to take a breath here, trying to
Oh,
compose
okay.
myself.
Well, that's here. I can talk.
I have to tell you, man, I
Frazzle.
was heated when it happened. It was just, I don't know. I'm not a fan of Windows 11. I don't like what this whole October 14th for Microsoft and killing Windows 10. I go on about it, but I'm not going to. Instead, we're going to go to this video. All right, let me try to share this again. Let's see what happens. I believe what I was trying to say when everything went down is normally we do not share the audio for these videos because normally I'm afraid that I'm going to get a copyright strike from YouTube. But I think this one, the whole point is to show you the audio of it. This band is so creative, the way that they do their performances. So I'm going to share it with the audio. Hopefully we don't get a copyright strike. If we do, then we're just going to mute the audio over on YouTube. So we're going to try not to talk. I'm going to try to play a portion of it. Won't play the whole thing, obviously, because if you know the Simpsons theme, you know the Simpsons theme. If not, we'll tell you who they are. So you can go find them. Just find Flippity Floop, Floop, Flop, Fleep 'em.
La Fond de Fond. Something like that.
The phone.
I already lost my pronunciation of it again.
What Andrew said.
Whatever I said.
I'll get it right. All right, so here we go. Let me go ahead and share this. Take 2 on this one. Here we go. This is where I'm going to mute it. I'm going to let the video keep playing, but a couple of things. One, I don't know if the video when you sent the link, this was my first exposure to this band or to this group, but I don't know if they're all Foley artists because a lot of the implementation of these random tools leads me to believe one of two things. They are Foley artists and they know how to reproduce the sounds, or they are so good at music theory that they know exactly what sounds they need to get out of what items to make it sound like an instrument, right? So I don't know which one of those two you subscribe to, but this is awesome.
It's creative. Super creative.
I love this. There was another video that we saw off podcast. It was the same group doing. It was "Pump It," right, by the Black Eyed Peas.
Well, it was the original,
or the original version of it.
Dick Dale.
The Dick Dale one.
version. Yeah, they've been around. You know what they remind me of is the Blue Man Group.
Oh yeah,
because the Blue Man Group does a lot of similar things with instruments and stuff and drumming and you know, found objects. It's like Blue Man Group, Stomp, those kinds of things are very in line with this. And if you're only listening, I mean, you gotta hear the music, but it's them playing a lot of like bottles and hair and like irons and like funnels and rubber chickens and things. Brand bottles. Did I say bottles? Like tubes and cones and whatever. And yeah, they're the what I originally thought was Pump It, but was whatever it's originally called by Dick Dale. Is just so good. And yeah, I'm not 100% sure how long they've been around. I bet you I could find it though. I don't know.
Time out. I'm gonna have to stand up real quickly. I'm about to cramp.
Uh-oh.
Okay.
This video's cursed.
And we're back, and it's time for the Quizneyland quiz.
Oh my gosh.
Let's all go to the
That's
lobby.
forecasting for us.
What
Let's
an
all go
evening.
to the
Maybe we should start
lobby.
wrapping it up. Maybe that's the cue that we should start
Maybe.
wrapping up the
I
episode.
don't even think we've been, based on
We haven't even
what we've
thanked our
done, I think we've only done like 12 minutes worth of stuff.
I mean, since the computer decided to be all weird and stuff, maybe. But
Yeah.
all right, listen. Before anything else goes wrong, let me do this. I want to take a brief moment.
Wait,
to
should
thank a
we
very
tell
special
people what
group of
this
listeners.
band is called first before we just abandon this topic?
They are called
Le
Les Faux Plafonds.
They're on YouTube and stuff, and they make cool stuff. Go check them out, I guess.
Yes.
Les Faux
If you're in France, you can
Plafonds.
go. You can go see them on tour.
I don't know if I said that right, but you know.
La Faux Plafond. Anyway,
so yeah.
now you can think
So-
of the social group of listeners known as the FGP Squad. Blah 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 blah.
We're a mess.
Oh, you should have just started it. You should've-
FGP
Alright.
Squad is a.
I'll
You
take
do
over.
it. I
Here we go.
forgot.
All right. Just want to take a moment to thank a very special group of listeners and viewers, the FGP Squad, our podcast, Fairy Godparents, because it's their support via Patreon that help make these episodes of Podketeers possible. More information on how you can become part of the FGP Squad family can be found at podketeers.com/FGP. While you're there, you'll find a list of some of our top contributors, a link to our Patreon. You'll find a little information about what the FGP Squad is all about. But in short, being a part of the FGP Squad family gets you some additional perks like access to exclusive discount codes for new Podketeers gear, access to a special section of our Discord, additional content that we've uploaded to Patreon, and more. So if you're interested in becoming a part of the FGP Squad family, we invite you to go to podketeers.com/FGP. And of course, to all of the members of the FGP Squad, we just want to send a huge thank you for your continued support. Since we're talking about links, now is a great time to tell you about podketeers.com/links, because on that page you'll find some of our most commonly asked for links, including our latest episode, a link to the Quizneyland playlist. You'll find any fundraisers that we're running with our official charity team, Teamboat Willie, including the fundraising pages themselves or links to them. You'll find links to the FGP Squad, also a link to our Discord. If you haven't joined the community, we'd love to have you there. We talk about the podcast, food, all sorts of stuff. We also have links to our YouTube channel and our pal Larry's YouTube channel, Goofy Guys Adventures. If you like park streams, make sure that you go follow Larry. He tends to stream 2 or 3 times a week from the parks. And we also have a link to our Armchair Imagineering playlist. We're pretty excited because we are bringing Armchair Imagineering back. We're going to be starting next month as we Armchair Imagineer our versions of Halloween parties in the park. So stay tuned for that. So again, podketeers.com/links is where you want to go. Make sure that you bookmark it. Put a little icon over on the screen. That way you got the floopity floop with the bloopity bloop and the bloppity blop. And then easy peasy, right?
Right.
Yep.
And we're back.
Hey.
Quizneyland. No, it's Quizneyland quiz.
Take 3.
I don't even know. I think I had like 2 more videos to share. I'm just going to share them at this point.
Okay, sure.
Why not?
Let's do it.
Yeah. This one actually is Halloween related. This is a fun one. I don't know. I'll show it next time. Anyway, I thought this was a fun video since we were highlighting creators. This is by somebody that goes by V Veslo over on TikTok. They shared their version of the Halloween clock from Nightmare Before Christmas.
Yay!
Nice.
Check this out. Let me
All
bring
right.
the volume down. I hope they're not playing music. I think they're just talking, but here we go.
A life-size countdown clock from Nightmare Before Christmas. You know that interview question about strengths and weaknesses, and the ultimate answer is, I'm a perfectionist? Well, if you love DIY and have a million ideas, I totally get you. This build had to be precise, and my engineering brain went into hyperdrive and measured everything in metric. Now, in the United States, we typically only use empirical, so you know things were getting real precise. Now, the fun part of this build were the 3 challenges. 1, hanging this up like a clock tower. 2,
This is
adding
ingenious,
numbers,
actually, the way that
3,
he
of
ends
course,
up mounting the
RGB background.
numbers.
This meant I
He
had to
uses
keep in
2
mind weight,
magnets
robustness, and
so that he
Oh,
could
nice.
easily
section.
switch
For
through the
removable
numbers.
I used magnet behind laser cut numbers, and for the backlighting, I frosted some thin acrylic panels and used RGB rope lights. The countdown portion is fully complete. I hope you enjoyed this build, and if you made it this far, it really, really means a lot. And if you love
Isn't this
content like this,
great?
please give a repost and
I
give a
love
follow so you
it.
don't miss the massive clock build and more life-size Nightmare Before Christmas.
I thought about making something like this. Obviously not this big. This is pretty massive. I like a lot of these videos have been coming through my feed recently. This particular creator has a lot of videos that have to do with Nightmare Before Christmas, by the way. So if you're into DIY, Mel, you would love their account.
I'm
by the
like,
way.
yes, please.
They have a video where they recreate Spiral Hill. They have one where they recreate Oogie Boogie, like a life-size Oogie Boogie. Yeah, you would love their account. So V Veslo over on TikTok. Like I said, I considered making one of these. I have this list of projects that I want to go through. The Halloween clock was definitely one of them. But I also wanted to make like this light up Disneyland sign. Like it looks like the letters from the old marquee. But that one is definitely one that I need to clear some space for. So I didn't want to build it and then not have anywhere to put it. But I think I saw that some people, when people go in and they make edits to some of these models, they call it a remix. And I think I saw somebody remixed it so that they made it so that you can hang it on the wall instead of it's not like a tabletop version. So I might do that soon. But this is awesome because when you see him going through the process of cutting like plywood and the styrofoam and everything, he's right. Like for something like this, you have to be much more precise. This is like what I imagine Andrew does for the sets, like all the time.
Yeah.
Just like builds big cool stuff like this on a daily basis.
Not every day. Let's see. I'm trying to think of if I built anything exciting. I built for this show I'm working on currently. I built 3 rolling doorways with like doors that open and close. A lot of the stuff I build is either like, I like to say I just build a bunch of different size squares because most everything is just an iteration of a square. Platform is a square, So we built a lot of stairs for this show, stairs and railings, doors. The set is going to be like somewhat Eiffel Tower inspired, according to the designer. And we've had these pieces that kind of look like the Eiffel Tower, and she wanted them to connect together, but they were kind of these irregular shapes. So I had to make all these little connector pieces that connected the pieces together so they all look like they flow into one thing. So
Nice.
those are the kind of things. It's more, that's more, I would call that a prop. It's a set piece. I don't know. That would be if I was to do the Nightmare Before Christmas show, I would have to build something like that.
I still think what you do is super fun.
It's fun. It's fun. It's definitely fun. I couldn't imagine doing anything else.
Honestly, I think like a lot of the stuff that you've showed and a lot of the layouts, I think have been part of the inspiration for a lot of the stuff that I've been building. Just like seeing how much fun you have and like all the cool stuff you build. So you've been part of my both of you, as a matter of fact, have been like part of this. As a matter of fact, was something I hadn't shown before. I think the
boogie dice,
but Oogie Boogie's dice, like this, like I see Mel make stuff like this all the time, and I've talked about the whole like sometimes I consider 3D printing a little bit of cheating, obviously, because I'm not sitting there actually modeling all of this. I have tons of fun painting it and figuring out ways to make it look cool and stuff, but like you guys build a lot of this stuff from scratch, right? So I have so much respect for you and all these creators that from like nothing build these like really awesome things. I have a head start, right? So at some point I hope to be able to get to a level of talent where I could start from scratch and model these myself and stuff like that. But for right now I'm just having fun. I'm just making cool stuff and giving it away, and and then asking if I can borrow models so that we can say thank you to people that make donations to our fundraisers. Teamboatwheelie.com if you're interested in one of these. So yeah, I thought that was super cool. I want to highlight another creator because animatronics obviously is on my list of things to want to build. There's multiple projects out there where you can 3D print a lot of the parts, and one of the things that I've been kind of itching to build is a Bill Cipher. After we saw some creators build one, we highlighted them a couple months back on the podcast. But I saw this one and I thought, maybe I want to build one of these because I got a lot of Amazon boxes. They built a dragon!
Nice!
Out of boxes!
Yeah!
And then they made it move!
That's pretty stinking cool.
Yeah!
Right?
I love it!
This was awesome. This is by a creator. They go by their name is Kim Heyzen. I hope I'm saying that correctly. KIMHAGANN over on TikTok. Man, I'm telling you, there are some talented people out there, and I watch these videos and I just get super inspired watching a lot of this stuff. I also have a little bit of FOMO because I feel like I need to buy like 3, 4, 5, maybe 10 other printers so I can print a bunch of this stuff and make these giant cool projects. Because the limitation I have is, I have to wait hours and hours and hours for something to be done printing before I can move on to something.
Just like they did.
And that would definitely be in the ballpark of what you guys do, right? You start from scratch and then you get to something like this. I don't know if I'm there yet, but I'm certainly willing to try. Again, there's 40-second YouTube shorts that would make me an expert at this stuff, right? So maybe that's what I got to do next. I thought this was just fantastic. Cool. So the movement is so fluid too. I think they're manually moving this. It looks like they're standing behind it and somebody's actually moving it. I don't think this is like it's moving as like with
it's a puppet as like opposed to a
exactly. But still, like, when you think of a lot of the items that are in Disney parks, like you look at the big Jack Skellington that they have at Magic Kingdom as part of their Halloween show. Like, that's a giant puppet, right? That's not an animatronic. There's like a couple people in black suits with rods like moving Jack around. So this is exactly the type of stuff, that, would get you a job like that if you're interested. So you get really good at something like this, and then you can move on and be an Imagineer or be a puppeteer or, work for the Heyzen company. Who knows? All sorts of cool stuff. So, this is an awesome build right here as well. Let's see. Man, I gotta be honest, man. That Windows update just totally deflating.
Well, dude,
I was so heated, and then like
It's all right.
Poor
We're gonna
you,
be okay.
Like, you got.
I'm
got
doing
late,
great
man.
over here.
Yeah, I mean, listen, like, knock on wood or something, because you don't know.
Right.
Like,
Yeah,
you're
I
going to
was-
get a cramp right now. You're going to get Charles Stallion if you're,
Yeah.
like, careful.
I did see Elio on
Oh.
Disney Plus.
How was it?
It was good. Answer good. Watch it. It's on Disney Plus. Go watch it. I don't have much to. I don't have a ton to say. I thought the story was good. I thought the characters were good. It was fun. Brad Garrett's good as the bad guy.
Does he sound like Brad Garrett?
He sounds exactly like Brad Garrett.
So
It's
you can
just-
hear him saying everybody loves Raymond in the background?
Yep, he just that's all he says is just like everybody loves Raymond.
Everybody loves Elio.
Everybody loves
Was
Glorden.
Was the story what you expected it to be? I don't know if you went into watching it with any expectation from the trailers or, when we first touched on it, but was it what you were expecting?
I think generally, yeah. I think it goes in a pretty a typical story, I would say, but I don't think necessarily that's a bad thing. I think it's a traditional kind of story. I didn't realize how big a character Glorden would be. I think Glorden is the standout character.
Who's Glorden?
Glorden's the like little slug-looking guy that in the trailer he's like,
okay.
I'm a bargaining chip or whatever. So some of the stuff at the beginning, I wasn't sure. I didn't expect before he goes and gets abducted by aliens. Like the stuff leading up to that, I wasn't necessarily sure on or expecting. But yeah, I think it's a good show, a good movie. It has a good message, and it reminded me surprisingly a lot of Lilo and Stitch. Like story arc, like it's talking about like what family is and like what family means, and that sort of thing is part of I think the main through line of the story that they ended on, which is good. It has lots of stuff about I think it's a great movie for kids, and teaches on like bravery and like how like how do I'm trying to like not spoil stuff at the same. It's just a good movie. I think it's a good family film.
Nice. Now, I know
And I
we've
like
talked
Glorden.
a little bit about Elio's Pixar, right?
Yep.
Okay, so I know we've talked a little bit about how some of the Pixar films in like the last 4 or 5 haven't been considered like big box office hits by some people for whatever reason, which I don't know why. Like Inside Out 2 was like massive, which was the last one before this one, I think. Where do you think this stands with a lot of that criticism that Pixar's been getting recently for their films?
Well, as we like have talked about, like just because something is not well received at the box office doesn't make it a bad film. There are plenty of films that are considered by a lot of people to be some of the greatest films ever made that were not successful at the box office. And I'm not trying to say that Elio is one of the greatest films ever made. It's just a fun movie that has a nice message. But I don't think the box office is necessarily the be-all, end-all when it comes to the quality of a movie. I think it more comes to how a movie is marketed. And we've seen this time and time again a lot with Pixar and Disney films, like because we have an eye on them. There was we go back to like John Carter if we go back to John Carter and talk about that, like that wasn't the best movie ever made, but I thought it was really fun when I finally saw it. And I think I saw it in theaters, actually, if I don't remember correctly. I don't know. But, you know, that was them trying to start a new sci-fi franchise and not believing in it and kind of tanking the marketing. And because they don't want to, you know, a lot of this, like marketing, some people say it's like half the budget is marketing of the film. Like they, you know, so the movie's $50 million, just spend another $50 million on marketing the film or whatever. So they're trying, I understand, you know, some of it's like trying not to have as much cost involved in marketing and blah, 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 blah. But when it comes to, you know, to be, I don't know, in this, landscape we live in at the moment, any movie can get a bad rap for something that either is not a big deal, a prominent feature, or even part of a film, even if it just gets a reputation. The internet and folks that have something to say about that movie can make others not want to see it, based solely on something they don't even know is a fact, and that kind of tanks movies before they even come out.
Well, that was the case for Snow White, remember? Like, before people had even seen it, they were already speaking ill of the film. You know, and they put Rachel Zegler in this, like, weird place where the film, I mean, for all intents and purposes, it was a failure compared to a lot of other films, right? But that was kind of what happened with that film. Right.
So it's like there's a lot of factors when it comes to the box office. Like, it's like, what did it come out against? Like, was there another big family film that came out at that time? I don't know. Was that around when How to Train Your Dragon came out? Or I don't remember when these were released. It's been a little while. But all these factors come into play, and, you know, I guess at the end of the day, what I'm trying to say is movie can be good even if it has poor box office. Yeah. Or you can like a movie doesn't necessarily have to be good for you to like it. Like, you could just like a trashy movie even if you like a trashy movie. Like, there are movies that I like that I don't think are great works of art, but are fun and I like them. Like that. And
they get that cult classic, you know, feeling to them.
I mean, if you go watch, well, I'll say Clue the movie is an objectively good movie, but that's like
a good movie. Don't even.
I'm trying to think of like Monty Python is funny, but it's also dumb. Like the Monty Python and the Holy Grail. Like, that's a stupid movie, but it's funny, and people like it. Yeah. Like, Rocky Horror is a bad movie. But
we love it.
But people, I don't necessarily, but a lot of people do. But the plot makes no sense. The songs are good, but the plot of the movie isn't anything to write home about. But there's something that connects with people on some level that makes something that it's people want to watch it again and again and whatever. I think this has a lot of stuff that Elio and specifically has a lot of stuff that would make people want to watch it over and over again. I thought it was fun. I thought the characters were fun. And I think, you know, it's a movie for kids. These Pixar makes movies for kids. It's rated G. I'm pretty sure it might be PG. Let's see. It is rated, I don't know.
Guff, or go watch it with your family.
Probably, I don't know. Rating. It is rated. It won't tell me. It's giving me star ratings and stuff. But anyway, it's a kids movie for children. That's kind of Pixar's whole thing is they make movies for kids that adults can watch and get stuff out of too.
Yeah.
Like that's a lot of like what making a kids movie is they know parents are going to watch these with their kids, so they put stuff in for parents to watch as well. But I think seeing this movie as a kid would be a lot more impactful than seeing it as an adult.
Interesting.
But I still had a great time watching it.
That's good. I'm looking forward to watching it. My kids told me that it was available this last week on Disney Plus. We didn't get a chance to sit down and watch it. I did get a chance to watch K-pop Demon Hunters though.
Oh,
Yay.
That I know I talked about finally giving in and watching it after all the positive reviews. I talked a little bit about how my family had gone to go even do the sing-along and everything because they loved it. I actually loved it a lot. It was actually really great. I think I see what you meant, Mel, about the animation being very close to or very similar to Into the Spider-Verse. It was, there was a lot of really interesting things that they did in the film to kind of help portray the characters. There's this like, most of the characters have this like delay in their animation where the only ones that don't, they were like super fluid, were all the demons. Like the Saja boys were like that too. They were all like super fluid in their movements. And when, oh man, am I gonna give the plot away? Spoiler alert, guys. I'm gonna talk about the plot here because I want to talk about this point here. But if you haven't watched it and don't want to know, now is the time to move away. You'll see the little countdown timer when I stop talking about it at the bottom. But when Rumi's marks are revealed, and then I don't remember what it's called, but she goes off, like Derpy comes and like pulls her to that, like the Derpy the tiger thing, pulls her into that like dream world or on top of the wall or wherever they are. I don't know where they meet. Her animation changes to match up and sync with what's his name from the Saja boys. I don't know if you realize, but she's no longer like her animation is no longer delayed. Like they're timed exactly the same, especially when they're singing what's the song that they sing together?
What does a fox say?
That's it right there. You nailed it. So when they start singing What Does the Fox Say, like you could tell their animation is more in sync. So I thought that was super cool. The way that they told the story of how she struggles with her identity and who she is, trying to live this like double life and consolidate into one, is also kind of the story that they're telling with how she's singing and how she's trying to sing as well. Like when she's trying to hit those notes in Golden for the first time and she fails at it, that's her consolidating those two worlds, right? Like I don't know if they ever mention it, but I feel like at some point, like her mom was a part of a girl group as well that was like trying to save the world. I forgot what they call this like barrier that they're creating, but like I want to believe that her mom was a soprano and could hit those high notes, that she was trying to hit with Golden. And so by the time that you get to the final song and she says like, this is my voice, this is who I am, she's not singing in that soprano, she's singing as an alto, right? Like she dropped a decibel and she sounds so good doing it. So she's like, this is finally me. It's like, I don't know, it's this great message throughout the film of like, be yourself. And it's this like this road to finding who you are as a person. It's like the story's so freaking good. It's just, I don't know. I'm sorry I gave so much away right now. If you haven't watched it, go watch it. It's such a good movie. I'm glad that they're doing a second one. I know that it's slated already, that they're working on part 2. But yeah, if you haven't watched it, I recommend it. I'm glad that I finally gave in and I went to go watch it because it was such a good movie. It was really well made, really entertaining. The music was really good, really well executed, and the animation style, they're just killing it over there, man. It's like so damn good. So,
Nice.
That's it. I think that's where we're gonna wrap it up. What do you think?
Okay.
All right,
Sounds
let's wrap it
good.
up.
Oh wait, I got my shirt. I'm wearing a shirt.
Shirt.
My shirt. I got Rogers.
Da da
hold
da
on.
da da. Shirt.
Hold on, there you go. Rogers the Musical. It's from when Rogers the Musical was at California Adventure. It says it
California
right there.
Adventure.
At Disney California Adventure Park.
In the Aladdin Theater, not the Frozen Theater.
The Hyperion Theater. Welcome to the Hyperion Theater. That's how Aladdin started.
Oh, wrong movie. Sorry.
You know, Rogers the Musical was fun. I liked it. I think we talked about it at the time. It was
did.
fun. That was a good thing.
I still think they should release it on Disney Plus.
They should. I'm sure
At
they
some
filmed
point,
it.
They should just make it available. But all right, that's what we're gonna call it. This episode had its challenges, but we made it through to the end. We
Sure
did
did.
it. So that's gonna wrap it up. There is a Quizneyland available for your listening pleasure. Remind everybody what was on this week's episode.
This week's
Or
episode,
last week's episode,
or
technically now.
the most recent episode that was released of Quizneyland is what we're talking about here. And the most recent episode of Quizneyland, it definitely had topics such as the Muppets, George of the Jungle,
To you and me.
the Golden Horseshoe, and Mickey Mouse.
Yes.
Nice.
And Mickey Mouse, and not Mick
And
Boo
not
Boo.
Mick Boo Boo, correct. Not Mick Boo Boo.
Yes. So that's it from me and Mick Boo Boo. For Mel and for Andrew, this is us signing off. Until next time, keep dreaming, keep moving forward, and always remember to pass on the magic. Have a fantastic week, everyone.
Bye.
See ya.
Haha.
Is that what Labubu sound like? Haha.
Well, remember with the
I know. Oh wait, that's what's where those other teeth. I put them away.
Yogi.
Whatever. Hey, boo boo, it's a me. Hey, la boo boo. Let's just steal a picnic basket. Well, let's do 20 more minutes of the show. We're just
All
kidding.
right.
It's not over.